Hello, you're very welcome to I think the third installment of the webinar series for 2024 for Cycling Ireland. Um, my name is Leanne from Eventmaster. So in this session today, what we're going to be doing is guiding you through the membership management and the report side of things. In the previous recording, send out after the webinar as well is a general membership overview. So for any new club officials that want to have a look through this, do let us know, um, and we can send that on. Likewise, again from the series, and if there's any other support that you think useful, definitely let us know. For this webinar, you'll notice for the webinar by default, microphones and cameras are off by default. So if there's any questions, feel free to pop them into the Q&A or the chat box option at the top of your screen. Go along, even if it's just a general query, and yeah, we can stop back at the end as well. The webinar is recorded, so we can circulate this after the call also. So for the purpose of the webinar, today we're going to through, like I said, the membership management options within the club organisers club official profile. So what we'll look at first is the club members tab, and then we'll move down to the report section then also for this webinar today. So in your club members, just for the purpose of the webinar, this is our test club. So you'll notice when you come in here, by default, you're going to for active members, so those that have renewed for 2025 already. But you can also click on all members or all years up here. So this will pull in your members that are due for renewal as well. So a key part, obviously, with it being close to the end of the year now, you'll notice in your member section, your quick options over here are to view and also to renew members as well. So this renewal option in this section can be really handy in terms of um, if you want to do a specific price for that member to override what they're supposed to pay, or if they're having any difficulty renewing themselves. Um, the other navigation options in here is obviously if you need to search for your specific members. If you have a very large club, you can search by their license number, their name, their email, or even by date of birth. Your option within the profile is basically, I'll just show you. If you click on view, you can see the members' details. So say, for example, if you want to change their email address for them, or if they got in touch and they want to change their address or emergency contact details, any of these options, you have the option to update this here for the club member. But likewise, if they go into my memberships, um, they can edit their personal data at any time then as well in terms of managing their own membership. But as a club official, you'll also have access to do this as well. So just to go back in here, just to take you through, because it would it be in the end of the year, um, we'll show you the renewal option as well in these control settings. But just to finish off here, there's a few different tabs you'll notice. So obviously you have the different pieces of data for that club member here. In the federation data, you'll notice that this isn't editable for club officials. And this contains information like their license number, their national category. You can see any previous memberships that this person has held within the club in the membership section. And then likewise, if they are a transfer. Another option you have in here, like say, for example, you wanted to send a specific message or note to that specific club member, you have a send email option. So like that, just a handy kind of built-in option here, so it saves you having to find the person's email, copy and paste it into your own Outlook. So this sends them an official email from the club. In the official tab, then this is just for if you need to assign any club members as club officials, but this would be obviously outside the affiliation section. So let's pop back in here and a test to renew for a lapsed member. So to come in here, the other option you're going to have in your membership management is the renew option. So this is just a renewal of one person. There is a email renewal invites option here in your main menu. So the email renewal invites is great for doing out like a mass renewal email alert for everyone, whereas the renewal option in the club member section is good for just those once-off cases, or like just renewing one specific member. So again, you don't have to do this for every single club member that's in the club. So when you click on renew, you're just going to have to select the membership type for that person. I'll just do a leisure one, seeing as this is test one, and the appropriate club products then as well. So when you proceed to cart, it will basically pull in that person's details that are already in their profile as well. There are a few newer questions since obviously we have added this in, so I'll just fill in these here. Again, if there's any questions as we go along, just pop them into the Q&A option or the chat box, and we can go through them then as well. And seeing this is like a live demo. There. So once you have all this information filled in here, you'll have the option essentially, because this is actually already a free membership. This is the part where you would see the override option if there was a cost associated with the membership, which would be for most of the club products. And essentially what you can do here is add additional members. So this might be handy, for example, if you had like a couple who are wanting to renew together and that are part of your club, you can proceed to checkout. This option will basically allow you to enter in the card details of the person to make the payment just like a normal online transaction. Whereas if you select the payment by member, this is a really handy tool. Actually, sorry, this gives a better example of the price override option here. So again, you can set the price for the total payment link to send to that member for the renewal, and it will automatically pull in the email address of that member. So yeah, all you'd have to do then is just click on send payment link to the email address. Again, this is just a really handy way for membership management in terms of once-off renewals or very specific renewals where it's just for an individual member or a couple or for whatever reason you need to renew people like that. The other way to do it, just to show you quickly, because obviously it's going to be a key part for this time of year as well, is the email renewal invites. So this is a great way to show all your lapsed members. Obviously, this is our test club. So all your 2024 lapsed members will appear here by default. So they'll be ready for renewal for 2025. So in this section here, if you tick this box up here, it will automatically select all the members for you. You don't need to individually tick all the different ones. So if I just press proceed here, you can customize the email that person gets for their renewal. So there's a custom text that will show at the very start, And then obviously underneath then you will have the system kind of component to it where it'll automatically pull in the payment link for the membership on that person's account. Um, so again, this is really useful because instead of having to renew every single member individually, all you have to do is do the email renewal invites where it's going to send out a bulk renewal to all the members to their specific email address with their unique payment renewal link. So it makes it a really streamlined process for club officials to have all their renewals done for the year. Um, so yeah, that's just a something to cover given the time of year as well. Um, do we have any other questions so far? Um, Obviously there are other webinar recordings as well of like all the different areas. So again, we can include those in the email after the session today. But if there's anything anyone wants us to cover live right now, that's no problem at all. Just let us know. Um, so we'll pop down to the report section for this session today, and we'll go to 2024 just so we'll have a bit of extra data. Again, this is our test club, so it isn't a huge amount of test data in here, but again, it gives you the same overview. So yeah, you have your kind of dashboard view here in terms of registered and unregistered members, and the different membership types, so competition and leisure. So you have the full breakdown there. Um, in your reports section then, so you have the option to download from specific date ranges. So if you wanted to look at, say, the whole of the year, or if you just wanted to look at a specific month. So, for example, you might want to look at, when your members are renewing, like are they doing it in December? Is there a big bulk coming in January or like mid-year? If you want to look at the kind of trends going on there. But if you just click on the Excel icon here, it will download the uh, full report for you for the whole year. So this report will show you the date that the person registered, whether they were a renewal or a new member. So again, a handy way to compare trends for the club, the license numbers. Essentially, this is all the data in their membership profile that you'll be able to see here all in the one place. So again, handy if you are looking to add in mobiles to WhatsApp groups or you're looking to send out, need people's addresses, it just pulls all that in for you as well. So a lot of uh, data in there for you that you can use. Again, the unregistered member data is the very same as well. And we'll look at the club financial details report. So again, this one is you can download it for specific date ranges. So from the platform, all funds for the renewals and club products will go directly to you in real time through Stripe. So again, however way your treasurer wants to download the reports, be it monthly or weekly or whichever way, they can easily do that here and be able to have access to that in Stripe as well in terms of cross-referencing the amount that should be there and the amount that's transferred. So you have full transparency on this as well. So this one's just slightly different. You have your order ID in here as well. You still have the membership details, so you can correlate the payment to that specific member, the specific product that they bought, the price paid, the currency, and their club product. So again, just full transparency there with your reports, and these can be downloaded at any time on the platform, and it's all real-time data that you have access to in here as well. Perfect. I don't think. Oh, we have the Q&A here. Just loading. So our next webinar will be another repeat of the full the full membership tools. So this we held this one earlier in October. So again, it'll just be a repeat live session, and we'll be going through all the different sections. So like the club profile, adding club products, club discounts. Again, we can go over the renewal invites again. And sorry, there's a question there. Can you cover the affiliation steps required to allow members to become active for 2025, please? Um, so yeah, so once you log into the system right now as a club user, I won't be able to do a live demo on this just because the test club has already been affiliated. But what I can do, Fergal, is send you um, a PDF guide and a video, if that's helpful, after the call. Um, but essentially, for club officials now, for the affiliation, once you log in, all the steps will be on screen in front of you. So essentially, um, it's essentially just paying the affiliation fee for the year. All your club profile settings will be there by default. So in terms of your club products that you've set up and everything, that will transfer through for 2025 automatically as well. So essentially, it's just confirming your club details, which will be pre-populated for you. You'll be having your club officials added in so they have access to it, and paying the affiliation fee. So again, it's all the steps should be clearly on screen for you. But in terms of your members becoming active for 2025, the once you have the club, once you've completed the affiliation process for the year and paid the affiliation fee, then you'll have access to do your email renewal invites. So this is the steps that you take here in terms of your members becoming active. Um, so by default, it'll bring you into your 2024 uh, members that have the 2024 expiry date on it. So what you do is just select everyone, or you can exclude certain people if you'd like as well, um, and proceed. And essentially, you don't have to add in a custom text. You can. So, if there's like certain training days or WhatsApp group or whatever kind of club announcement you'd like to put in the renewal. Essentially, once you're affiliated, the renewal will be open for your members. So this would be a really useful tool to essentially um, send out the renewal invites. Um, and essentially you can see there once you click on send if the status of the email, so it's been sent to those members as well. So again, it's really quick, and again, we'll just send the unique link and the unique payment link to each individual email, so it's not a very manual process for yourselves for the renewal. So I hope that answers your question. Um, Again, it's great having these like live sessions as well for questions, but if you want to email either support@eventmaster.ie or like the membership at cyclingireland.ie teams with any queries, there's a whole load of support resources there, and we're more than happy to help you then as well via call or email, whichever. Yeah, perfect. I think that is everything for the webinar today. We won't keep you too long on a Friday, and I don't think there's any other questions. Um, thanks, Gillian. So yeah, we will send the recording out earlier next week, so you have access to this. And what I'll do is I'll include the link to the previous membership webinars as well, and we'll pop out an affiliation guide then also. So yeah, thanks so much for joining us, guys. I hope you found it really useful, and we'll be talking to you again soon. Bye.